Hello students. So in my previous video I have discussed about the nomenclature of alcohol, phenols and ethers. In this video we'll see the structure of functional groups. So in the structure of functional group we'll be discussing the structure of alcohols, phenols as well as ethers. In case of alcohol, we'll take the example of methanol. So methanol, I have written already the structure. We'll see the nature of the carbon here. What kind of hybridization it is undergoing. So it is bonded on four sides, and when it is bonded on four sides, it undergoes the sp3 hybridization. Next, see the nature of oxygen here. Oxygen is having two bonds on other sides and two lone pair. So you have to count the lone pair as well. So 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, and when the sum is 4, it is nothing but it is which hybridization? It is also an sp3 hybridization. So what we say, the bond formed between oxygen and carbon, how it is formed? sp3 hybridized orbitals of carbon overlap with the sp3 hybridized orbitals of oxygen. Thus the expected shape in this case is tetrahedral, but due to the lone pair of electron, it is not having an tetrahedral shape. That is due to the presence of lone pair, it undergoes lone pair bond pair repulsion, because of which the bond angle is less than the tetrahedral bond angle, that is it is less than 109.5 degree. Why? Because of the lone pair bond pair repulsion. So what do we observe here? sp3 hybridized carbon atom, orbitals of it overlap with the sp3 hybridized orbital of oxygen and form the bond, and here we see that the due to lone pair bond pair repulsion, the bond angle is less. Next we'll go with the phenols. So in case of phenols, as I have said you in my earlier videos as well, all the carbon atoms in benzene ring are undergoing which hybridization? sp2 hybridization. So remember that all carbons in benzene are sp2 hybridized. And since all carbon are sp2 hybridized, what we know already, the carbon here is a sp2 hybridized. And what about oxygen? Oxygen is bonded on two sides and two lone pairs. So what will be the sum here in this case? 2 plus 2, which is equal to 4. So what do we observe here? It is also undergoing sp3 hybridization. So what we can say, sp2 hybridized orbital of carbon overlap with the sp3 hybridized orbitals of oxygen, and the bond between carbon and oxygen is formed. Now we'll see about the bond angle. Here also we expect it to be tetrahedral bond angle, but we see that it is less than that of tetrahedral bond angle. It is 109 degree, and the bond length between carbon and oxygen is also less when compared to alcohol. Why it is less? We'll see there are two reasons. First reason is OH is an electron donating group. That means what? It will not take the electron from the benzene ring. Instead, it will give the electron to the benzene ring due to the presence of two lone pairs onto it. So when the oxygen gives the electrons to the benzene ring, I'll write only the first resonance structure, one resonance structure. I hope by now you are clear to write it. So when it gives the electron to the benzene ring, we obtain an resonance structure where we observe that the electron pair is in conjugation with the double bond character of the OH, that is partial double bond character. So we say that due to the partial double bond character, the bond length is less in case of a CO bond when compared to alcohol. Another reason is we can say that the carbon in benzene ring is undergoing which hybridization? So what we say, CO bond length is less in case of phenol when compared to alcohol. First reason was due to partial double bond character, whereas the second reason will be due to the presence of sp2 hybridized carbon. As we have studied earlier, more the S character, more is the electronegativity, and hence the bond length will be less in this case. So what we say here, due to sp2 hybridized carbon as well as partial double bond character, the bond length between carbon and oxygen is less when compared to the alcohol CO bond. Next we'll go with ethers. So in case of ethers, what is the general formula of ethers? It is ROR, where R are the alkyl groups and oxygen is having two lone pair electrons onto it. So this is the formula which we represent for ethers. Now we'll represent one of the common ether I have taken, that is one side methyl group, alkyl group I have taken it as methyl group. So actually what we observe here, CH3 and CH3 are the bulky groups, because of which they undergo repulsion with each other. See, oxygen is undergoing sp3 hybridization, but expected shape is tetrahedral. But due to the repulsion between the bulky groups, these bulky groups, when they repel each other, they move far apart, and due to the repulsion the bond angle also increases, that is tetrahedral bond angle is 109.5 degree, but in this case we observe that the bond angle is 111.7 degree. So what we say, it is arranged in tetrahedral manner, but the bond angle is not equal to tetrahedral bond angle. Bond angle is greater than tetrahedral bond angle, and it is found to be 111.7 degree. So these are the notes of the above explanation. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.